Hi, I'm Maria Hilliard from Women into Wellness. Now, it's the start of a new year, and this is the time when a lot of us are thinking about making healthy lifestyle changes. And one of the quickest and easiest ways to fast track your way to improving your well-being and health is to actually think about making some adjustments to your nutrition. And the easy ways that you can do this is by starting to infuse into your diet, your recipes, your meals or your snacks, some healthy options that are add-ons or some healthy alternatives. And you can just start and phase these in and out as and how you find manageable. You don't have to suddenly change everything and do it in one great go. In fact, sometimes small steps make for more long-term changes because they allow us to adjust in our own time. So what I found for you is a plethora of really affordable, healthy foods that are based in my local shop, and I'm just going to talk you through each one and let you know why this could be a great health benefit to you. So all of the products that I've bought today, I have bought from Lidl, and the reason for that is because it's one of the places where we do a lot of shopping as a family. It's local, and it's local to a lot of people, especially if you're based in the UK. It's also very affordable as well, but any of the products or the types of food that I'm talking about, most of them you can find in a different shop under a different brand name. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Redbush tea, otherwise known as rooibos or rooibos, and it's a tea that is typically known to be an African tea, and it's a naturally caffeine-free tea, which is amazing because a lot of us, if we're wanting to remove caffeine from our lives for any reason, often go for decaffeinated versions of regular black tea, which sometimes have undergone chemical processes, whereas this is naturally caffeine-free. You can of course buy it as a loose leaf tea, or like this one, it comes in tea bags, and this is amazing because this box here is 40 tea bags and it's under 80p from Lidl, as I mentioned. And rooibos is great because it's got a really lovely mild flavour. You can leave it to brew and drink it cold, or you can drink it hot like you would other tea. You can leave it unadulterated, or you can add your sweeteners, or you can add your milks to it if that's how you prefer to drink it. And it's great because it is high in antioxidants, and it actually has more antioxidants in it than green tea. And antioxidants are great because they basically help take out or clean up all of those free radicals, which are atoms that move around your body, naughty little atoms that cause oxidative stress, and they cause knock-on effect and problems in the body that can lead to things like inflammations or contribute towards developing things like cancers as well, but just generally degenerative stress on the body. So really great, and there's been a lot of other benefits attributed to rooibos. It's said to sort of help with complexion, it's said to help settle digestion, and it's just a great tea to help stay relaxed because it is caffeine free. So this is a lovely one, give it a try. And this is something I actually drink daily. I bought 3 boxes of this today because we can't live without it in the house. My husband is not caffeine free, I am. However, he will choose to drink this above and beyond a regular cup of black tea simply because we just enjoy the taste. So that's rooibos or Redbush tea. Dried apricots. So these are whole dry pitted apricots, and apricots are great not only because they have the high fibre in them and because they taste amazing, but also because they have amounts of calcium in them, which is great for your bone health, but also vitamin A. And vitamin A has a multitude of benefits. It contains a substance called retinol, which is hugely important for your vision, so your eye health. It's also very important for your skin, so it helps keeping your skin looking as healthy as it possibly can, and it helps to contribute as well towards your immune system. Now, they also have antioxidants in them and other vitamins and minerals. So from having a dried apricot, which is of course, you know, very conveniently and easily packaged for you as an on-the-go snack, you're going to get a lot of benefits. And the ways that you can eat this is, like I've mentioned, as a snack, but you can chop them up, you can put them into things such as your cereal, again, on top of your salads, into your baking and your cooking. You can put them into meals and dishes, so they offset kind of dishes where you might be cooking a tangine, or you might want to experiment and put them into other savoury dishes as well. So they're great. And what I find as well with dried fruit is that they are amazing if you've got kids, because for a kid who likes something sweet and something chewy, and in fact some adults. This is like nature's sweet, you know, these are great. So I find this is great. My two daughters will always ask for apricots from the cupboard, along with things like dried prunes, dried dates, and I'd always rather give them the option to have that instead of having a jelly sweet or something like a Haribo, which just has no nutritional benefit. So they're getting the enjoyment of a sweet tooth out of this with all of the nutritional benefits as well. And you wouldn't need to eat loads of these because of course it is a fruit and it's got high sugar content in it. So if you're thinking, you know, if you had some fresh apricots, you know, you're not going to eat 10 of them. So, you know, you could just have 2 or 3 or put them in a meal or chop them up and have them on something, and then you'll be getting a good portion of the benefits towards your daily requirements. Brazil nuts. So these are whole shelled Brazil nuts. You could have them chopped. It doesn't really matter how you access them. And these are great because they contain so many vitamins and minerals. We've got magnesium, zinc and calcium in here. Also vitamin B's and vitamin E as well. But we have ellagic acid, which is great. And ellagic acid actually helps contribute towards producing a neurochemical protection on your brain, so on your neurology in your body, and therefore inflammation in the brain is helped to be reduced. But what they're most known for is selenium. Now selenium is so important because it has a huge effect on the body. It's really important to have a healthy immune system, so you need to make sure you're taking in selenium. It's also great for contributing towards that anti-inflammatory effect in the brain, and also towards helping to elevate mood, and also counteracting mood disorders or tiredness. So particularly good for that side of things as well. And then it can also help to balance out your hormones because it has an effect on your thyroid, and this is the selenium, and also working on general anti-inflammatory throughout the body, having that effect. And it has been known as well to, in some research, to contribute towards the prevention of certain cancers. So you're getting a lot from the selenium in the Brazil nut, and it's one of the highest sources that you can find in the food world. So really just taking 5 or 6 Brazil nuts a day is actually going to allow you to get the selenium that you require through natural sources in your diet. So an excellent way to add this into your meals. You know, again, it's a nut, so snack on it. You can chop it up, throw it on cereals, on salads, add it to baking and cooking in that sense. You know, try and get creative with how you're having it. If you want to drench it, dip it and drench it in some high cocoa-based dark chocolate, then, you know, you're getting the best of both worlds there as well, aren't you? The Brazil nut. So next I have Brazil nuts, and these are whole shelled Brazil nuts. You could have them chopped, it doesn't really matter how you have them prepared. And these are great because they contain so many different vitamins and minerals. They contain calcium, zinc, magnesium, and also some vitamin E and some vitamin B's. But what they're particularly known for is the content of ellagic acid and also selenium. And ellagic acid is great because it actually contributes towards having a non-inflammatory effect on the brain. So, you know, it's neurochemically protective, and that's wonderful. But you also have the selenium, and this is where the big guns come in because the selenium has so many different benefits. So it can help contribute to your brain health, and it's also been known to affect mood when you have low levels of selenium in the body. So moodiness, tiredness, or certain disorders or mental health disorders that are linked to having low levels of selenium, you can help try and alleviate this by just making sure you get natural sources in your life as well to support you. It also can help balance thyroid, so your hormones as well. It then has an anti-inflammatory effect as well, generally within the body, and can be known to help prevent certain cancers. So you're getting a huge amount out of Brazil nuts, and you don't need to eat many. You know, just having 3 to 4 a day, you're definitely getting the selenium that you need from your Brazil nuts. So I have here some linseed. This is actually a blend of ground linseed. It's called a fruity linseed mix. And another one, which is called a super linseed mix, and again these are both brought from Lidl, but you could buy them from anywhere, something similar, or just the straight and pure ground linseed. Linseed actually can come in the actual seed form, or it can be ground down. If you have it in the ground down form, then it's much easier to digest because it's more readily available and absorbable in the body. But you can use the seed form if you like, especially if you're going to pop it in some other food and have it mixed up, for example blended. So let's talk about how you would employ this into your lifestyle and your healthy eating plan. So you would perhaps use a spoonful a day of this, and you only need 1 tablespoon of linseed to get the benefits, and I'll talk about those in a moment. But a spoonful of this could be sprinkled on your cereal, it can be put onto your porridge or into overnight porridge mixes. You can use it to make smoothies or sprinkle it over salads or add it to soups. You can even add it to cookies or to cakes if you're doing baking and you want a slightly healthier alternative to a flapjack or a cookie or something, or a muffin. So they're really readily and easily, and just in this packet like this is fantastic because it's great to just sprinkle straight on. So let's talk about the benefits of linseed. Well, the benefits are that it is a great source of protein, and it's a plant-based protein, so if you're vegan or vegetarian, this is a great way to get some protein on board. It's also high in fibre, which of course is fantastic for your bowel health. It keeps everything moving through the body and helps you go to the toilet and produce those stools and number twos. And it's also high in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential in the body because you don't actually make them yourself. So you're going to need these omega-3 fatty acids, which contribute to heart health in the body as well. And then also high in lignans. And lignans are reportedly great for hormone balance in the body, so particularly good for someone who is peri or post-menopausal, and also thought to have properties that actually help with estrogen like production in the body, so particularly good if you're looking to be fertile. So that is your linseed mix, and you can just use straight linseed as I mentioned, any blend thereof, like these have sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds added to them, goji berries, blueberries, raspberries, so you're getting a little bit of extra stuff in those as well, but very affordable. Each of these packets was under £2 in Lidl, and it will last you a while, having a tablespoon a day, so that's great. So now we have pumpkins. These are whole pumpkins that have seeds that have been shelled, and these are particularly good because they contain so many different vitamins and minerals. They also contain in them protein, a great source of plant-based protein, which is brilliant for your rebuilding of tissues or damaged tissue cells or just growth of tissue. And we also have the fibre, which is great for your digestive tract. Now, added to that, we then have omega-3 fatty acids and omega-6 fatty acids. So these are great again for your heart health, but also for your joints in your body as well, and helping to reduce inflammation within the body too. And they contain a huge amount of magnesium. So it's one of the highest sources of magnesium you could get is from pumpkin seeds. And magnesium is really important because it contributes towards your bone health. It helps to control sugar levels in the body, blood pressure as well, and also your heart health. So you're getting lots of benefits from the humble pumpkin seed, and it's so accessible and easy to eat. You know, you can snack on these as they are, make a little snack pot where you perhaps add to it some other seeds, some other dried fruit, or perhaps, you know, even some chunks of dark chocolate as well. You can sprinkle it on your cereal, you can add it to your porridge, you can put them in smoothies and have them ground up. You can sprinkle them on salads. So a really easy way to get all of the benefits of those, and there are many more benefits through the humble pumpkin seed. So this is a rye bread, and this one actually has sunflower seeds added to it, but I'm mainly just going to talk about the rye bread. So rye bread is great, and that is because it's a healthy alternative to white bread or your general whole grain bread, because it contains a lot more protein, it contains a lot more fibre as well. And in my opinion, it has a lot more taste than either. You know, I do love seeded whole grain or wholemeal breads, but this contains a lot more flavour, a lot more texture. And what's good about the rye is that it's really good, it's low glycemic index, so it's really slow release of the sugars into the bloodstream, so it helps maintain a healthy blood sugar level. That means it can also help curb your hunger, help with hunger pangs, so you're going to feel satiated for longer. You're not going to get that spike in sugar and the insulin levels that you would get, for example, eating a white-based bread. So you just get so many different benefits from this, and it's really easy to eat in that often you can actually use it as like an open sandwich. So you have a slab of rye, you know, put some mashed avocado on top, slice some tomatoes on top, you know, anything that you want to add as a topping on there, and eat it as an open sandwich. And it's going to really last you a lot longer. So this is something great for breakfast or for lunches, to just pop some sort of put together sandwiches that you can just piece together on the go. And really a lot of benefits you can get from that. So that's your rye bread. Walnuts. Okay, so of course these ones are shelled walnuts. You can buy them shelled if you like. This is just a lot more convenient. Walnuts are fantastic because they are the nut that contains the highest level of antioxidants. And as we know, antioxidants are going to help reduce inflammation in the body, cell damage in the body, by reducing oxidative stress that's caused by free radicals. And they're also great because they contain, again, the omega-3 fatty acid, which your body can't produce and that you need to therefore take in via your diet. And they contain healthy fats. So nuts are generally thought to be a high fat snack, and they are. However, it's been researched and noted that people who take on board walnuts don't necessarily gain a lot more weight than others. So the way that you're accessing the fat in these does not lead to a great increase in gaining, you know, adipose or body fat. So it's a great way of taking on board those healthy fats for you. Of course, you're getting the protein because it's a nut, so it's again a healthy plant-based protein, and you're getting the fibre that comes from them as well. So walnuts as well are thought to contribute towards improving the health of your gut by creating a healthy microbiome. This means that when your gut has the correct levels of bacteria in it, it's going to be much more efficient at digesting food, in allowing you to absorb the nutrients that you need from those foods, in helping to reduce any inflammation or chronic conditions that you might experience with your gut or digestive system. So really valuable in that sense. It's also particularly good because they are thought to actually contribute towards brain health and reducing oxidative stress in your brain, and also to contribute towards helping to balance out mood disorders. So there's some research papers on that. So basically you're getting a lot of bang for your buck with walnuts, and again a really accessible product to eat, because walnuts can be, you know, chopped up and popped into salads. You can put them on top of your cereals, you can add them to a snack pot, you can put them in your baking. So just a really easy way to add all of those benefits to your diet, and that's a walnut. Almonds. So these are whole shelled almonds, but of course you could have these ground or chopped, it doesn't really matter. And they're great because they contain your plant-based protein, they contain your fibre to help with the digestive tract, but of course they're going to contain high levels of vitamin E, and it's one of the highest sources of vitamin E that you can take on board, which is particularly good for helping protect your cells from actually having oxidative stress, and that is because it helps build up the cell membrane. They've also got high levels of magnesium in there, which is particularly good for helping to maintain your blood pressure, so you get benefits there. And they're also good for helping to maintain or keep your blood sugar levels at the most optimum level for you. And this is because, you know, you've got that high protein content, that high fibre content as well, so that the release of energy into your body and the sugars into your bloodstream is managed by eating almonds. And of course, almonds are so accessible. Again, it's a nut, so you can put it on your salad, you can put it into snacks, soups, baking. You know, try and think of some creative ways you can add this into cooked meals. So if you're having a stir fry, you know, you could toss in some almonds as well. And just a really easy food to take on board, and you don't need to eat many of these a day. You know, in fact, a small handful of almonds is going to provide you with the benefits that you can get. So there you go, almonds. Okay, so this wouldn't be a healthy eating video without me acknowledging the fact that sometimes we need to break the rules and sometimes we need to have a snack. And you know, I'm as guilty of this as anyone because I believe in everything in moderation. So I eat a lot of the healthy stuff, but I do allow myself to have some snacks as well. So having a look at what was available as an alternative snack, and again, this was bought all from Lidl. I found these two. So the first one here is beef jerky. Which of course is only going to be great for you if you are actually a meat eater. And the reason why I've picked this up as a snack is because it's high protein, you know, it's high on flavour. So in terms of curbing your pangs for a snack, you know, you get a lot of texture there, you get a lot of flavour. It's protein, so it's going to fill you up for longer. So there we go, we have that. What I will say is that it's also pretty low in fat as well. So like there's 5 grams of fat per 100 grams in this. You may have some additives, so you're going to have your sugars and things added that goes into that marinade of flavour there. But otherwise, I would say this is a relatively guilt-free snack for me in terms of the nutrients or the lack of nutrients that I'm putting in my body, because at least I'm getting a high boost of protein with low fat with a lot of taste. And this is a baked pea snack. Now this snack, I have tried baked pea snacks before. This one is new to me in Lidl, so the jury's out on how much I actually like these. But I picked them up because I have tried pea snacks before and I really like them. And I must admit, I do have a penchant for crispy snacks. So there's something about me that just loves the crunch. And I love, you know, the flavour that comes with a crisp snack, but I also know that they're really not good for me, so I'm always looking for alternatives. Now, because this is a pea snack, and it contains in this particular brand, again bought from Lidl, approximately, I think it says 72% of it is actually just green peas. So that's great in that they're only 28% is attributed to other ingredients. But you know, it's also because it's a pea-based snack, it's going to have high fibre in there. You've got a lot less saturated fats, you've got a lot less fat in general in this one. So if I just read off you, for example, it's only 14.2 grams of fat per 100 grams compared to having a crisp that is closer to being sort of 30 grams of fat. So you're getting, you know, almost 50% less fat in here. A higher level of fibre than the average crisp. And you know, this one in particular, I'll just show you the back. It's gluten-free, it contains no, you know, MSG, don't know if you can see that there, no MSG in there, or artificial colours. It's classed as being vegetarian, it's high in fibre, it's a source of protein. So if I need that crispy snack, you know, and I want something out of a packet rather than making my own crispy snack, then this is something that I'm going to step towards instead of just grabbing a bag of crisps. And that is your baked pea snack. So I really hope that you found this video useful. My aim was just to provide you with some options for nutrient-dense food which will be ready available in a shop near you. And as I mentioned, I bought these from Lidl, so everything was very local. It was affordable. Most of the items, I don't think anything was over £2, and in fact several of them were under £1 to purchase. So really easy to buy something that you can just infuse straight into your healthier eating lifestyle for you and your family. And of course all of these were even more easily to add in because none of them required any cooking or preparation. They all came ready to just sprinkle on, add into. But of course, if you want to add them into recipes and cook them, you can do so as well. So I hope you found some benefit from the video. If you have, please drop a comment below. Let's all get each other on board with finding bargains and healthy ways that we can make changes to our lives. I wish you well on your journey towards helping create a healthier lifestyle and eating habit, and look forward to seeing you next time. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye bye.